When we discuss marketing, we many times relate that to external activities and external communication. But everything that we communicate externally comes from within. Whatever we do within this company, inside the company, what we stand for, what we do, the culture that we have, that is what will be kind of adapted to what we communicate externally or utilizing marketing. Hey, thank you for having me. I'm Stefan Lorentzson. I am the Senior Vice President of Communications at Volvo Group Truck Operations. I've been around within the Volvo Group for 30 years plus, always in the field of communications, marketing, branding, investor relations, public affairs, and so forth. I've been around in that company for so many years of two reasons, actually. One of them is that it's a global company. You feel that you're part of a global community. And then, of course, I also believe it is a value-driven company. We usually say that a company is built on three kind of building blocks: strategy, structure, and culture. Strategy is something that we can take from another competitor if we want to. Structure can also be, copied and pasted from someone else. But the culture is totally different. That is something that is built within. When I was out and discussing management and leadership, we talked about kind management. Everybody accepted that, and everybody said that this is the way to go. And then I was thinking, and here's the eureka moment, do we have unkind management today? And then the other question I asked myself is, if you have a kind leader or an unkind leader, which one will you follow? Kind management is based on human needs and human skills. It's purely human. That means that you are open-minded, not square-minded, putting yourself in the shoes of your colleague that you're talking to and listen to them. Not only for listening's sake, but you listen to them to understand. Kind management has nothing to do that you're not are allowed to make decisions, even tough decisions, reduce people, reduce costs, whatever you have to do. But you have to do it with respect. And you have to do it in a way so people can understand what you're saying. My advice to a young professional is actually two. First, you should be a can-do person, meaning that you say yes to many things. That doesn't mean that you say yes to everything, but the perception you want to create is that you are a person that you go to when action is needed. And action is important. Action speaks louder than words. Second advice is be yourself. Don't try to play a role. Don't try to play marketeer or don't try to play an agency guy. Just be yourself, because it's the true you that will take you to places that you have never been to in a business environment. If you look back 30 years ago, so many things has changed. We are in a paradigm shift when it comes to customers' behavior, marketing and business processes. We all need to adapt to that. First time ever, when they ask the businesses, which is the most important stakeholder, they always bring the customers. This year, it's the employees. Sir Richard Branson, I think he put that together in a smart way, because the clients are, of course, important for us. But he said that our client is not the most important one, our people are. Because if we take care of our people, they will take care of our clients. And then they created kind of a circular way of looking at it, which I appreciate very much. So the conclusion when it comes to kind management is that our human capital is the driver for success, and that caring is the ultimate human currency.